Order. Yes. Mr. Speaker, let me take the chance to present to you 2023-2024 financial year budget. Mr. Speaker, our budget this year runs for 6 trillion. Mr. Speaker, we have decided to allocate 300 billion, Mr. Speaker, to the security sector, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you all know that those people that are dating the beautiful wife, Mr. Speaker, they need to be given security wherever they go. Mr. Speaker, this allocation, it will go in to finance the police officers so that they can be able to give security to those people that they date beautiful wife, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you all know even you don't have a beautiful wife, but Mr. Speaker, if you get one, Mr. Speaker, our government is going to give you security. Mr. Speaker, on the health sector, we have allocated 500 billion, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we have been going a lot in our country. Some people, they have mental illness. Mr. Speaker, those people that have been heartbroken for a while, they are not able to be stable, even in the mental. So, this 500 billion is going to cater for their health, and they will be given free medicine, Mr. Speaker, because so that our country, those people that have been heartbroken, Mr. Speaker, they can be able to sustain themselves and warudi normal, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, our budget have also given 600 billion to the education sector. Mr. Speaker, before I go, order members. Order. Yes, continue. Speaker, tell them to keep quiet. Mera makire kamumagare. Mai. Go. So no. Order members. Order members. Order. Continue. Let me continue because Mr. Honorable Speaker, we can't suit them to listen to my budget. Mr. Speaker, we have given 600 billion to the education sector. This is because some people, they have the interest to pursue some courses, but they can't be able to pursue, Mr. Speaker. This is because, Mr. Speaker, you know, bachelor, those people that they are bachelor, they don't have somebody. You want them to take them back to school so that they can learn how to love, Mr. Speaker. You can't live, you are a man and you are living like a bachelor. So, Mr. Speaker, my budget is catering for those people that they are bachelor, so that they can go back to either colleges or university and pursue another bachelor so that they can add the value to their lives, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Honorable Speaker, we have allocated 800 billion to the confused sector. Confused sector, Mr. Speaker, this contains those people that are single people. Mr. Speaker, I wonder, how can we be single in this country? And because of that, Mr. Speaker, our government have given 800, Mr. Speaker, billion to those people. It's better we take them to Dubai or other countries so that they can go and see other beautiful people, even if it's Tanzania, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, on the same issue on the confused sector, Mr. Speaker, the budget will be run for only 6 months. If you will just be confused in that sector, Mr. Speaker, you're going to throw away from this country, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Honorable Mr. Speaker, we have allocated 200 billion to the makeup sector, Mr. Speaker. Makeup sector is the only sector that is bringing a lot of money. We have realized that our girls, our women, like to apply makeup. And due to that, Mr. Speaker, we have decided to give them more money so that they can invest in the makeup, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, if any girl who is not applying makeup, Mr. Speaker, is doing a nice job because you have said about even the taxes. That person will not pay a lot of tax, but those who apply, they are going to pay a lot of taxes, Mr. Speaker. So in the makeup sector, Mr. Speaker, we have decided to give 200 or to allocate 200 billion, Mr. Speaker. And I know that 200 billion, Mr. Speaker, is going to sustain that sector, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Honorable Speaker, it's either they keep quiet or they go out. Order. Another day, I can read it alone. Let them go. In this house, I can leave it alone. Go out. So, Mr. Speaker, sorry, Mr. Speaker, just a small confusion. Mr. Honorable Speaker, we have allocated 600 billion to the Hagares sector. Mr. Speaker, as I read this budget, I feel to cry. for people who are being harassed. In the harassed sector, Mr. Speaker, we have allocated 600 billion so that those people, they can be able to add something on their body. We need people like Vero Sidika in this country, Mr. Speaker. And our country, because our country is growing, for it to be there, we have decided to add those people 600 billion, Mr. Speaker, to the harassed sector. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Honorable Speaker, we have decided to add tattoo sector. Tattoo sector, you have given them 800 billion. If you know you can have a tattoo, Mr. Speaker, tattoo is not being a devil person. So, Mr. Speaker, if you can apply for a tattoo, Mr. Speaker, you have decided to give 800 billion to the tattoo sector. At least somebody to have one tattoo on their body, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, on the same sector, we have decided to allocate comrade Wi-Fi sector. Mr. Speaker, I know even you one day, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Honorable Speaker, there was a time you are a comrade. Mr. Speaker, we have decided, because comrade, we know them at the lunchtime or any time that is called for eating, Mr. Speaker, they don't go to eat, Mr. Speaker. So we have decided, Mr. Speaker, on the comrade Wi-Fi sector, Mr. Speaker, we give them 10 million so that they can be supplied with full Wi-Fi, so that Masaya Kuiname Kifika, Mr. Speaker, those people are very busy on the Wi-Fi, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, and these are a very a serious sector that the government have decided to give 10 billion to that sector. We don't need comrade to lack Wi-Fi and to lack food and lack Wi-Fi. Let them have Wi-Fi so that even they can be able to create content, Mr. Speaker. Now, Mr. Speaker, finally, we have decided to give on the Kambaland 70 billion for them to grow their cash crop that is called manga. Manga is grown in Kambaland and Maembe. So, Mr. Speaker, we have decided to give them 10 billion for them to go and grow their cash crop, manga and Maembe, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Honorable Speaker, is either they keep quite or go. I did this with my wife. Now, Mr. Speaker, let them go and grow. And also in the Central People, Mr. Speaker, we have also decided to give them 100 billion for them to go and grow their cash crop. The cash crop, Mr. Speaker, you know their cash crop is mawaru, Mr. Speaker, and supu. So they have decided to give them that 100 billion so that they can be able to grow and develop themselves, Mr. Speaker. Finally, Mr. Speaker, our government have decided to give on the Kienyeji Pro sector 30 million, Mr. Speaker. This one is going to buy soap, to pay fare for those people in the remote areas, those Kienyeji from remote areas, to go to Nairobi, Mr. Speaker, and learn more about their country, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm very grateful for listening to my budget. And this budget has been prepared by my committee, Mr. Speaker. And if you don't support it, Mr. Speaker, you have to choose which sector you want to go, Mr. Speaker. Thanks very much.